Alright, y'all, let me get my stream going. Alright, league starter, SW plants, build guiding. Alright. I'm just going around and just deleting because all I'm doing today is just doing some friendly league starter prep. So my league starter's changing back again. Like, I mean, it could change again, but, look. Try the new update. The fuck is that? Try the new update. I have ideas for like a martial artist plant daddy, right? Because he gets on the other side. But I mean, it is what it is. Where is this source? So everyone's like, oh, Blood Mage is still going to be broken. It might be still broken. Joy will be our name. All right. So I really want to do Stormweaver plants. Right, and it's just one of those things, right? It won't really come online much on Shocks until Act 3, right? But getting it online, right? As far as getting to the encampment, watch this, right? Where are we at? What's our time? 2:05. Okay, 2:05. Oh, no, 2:37 on the video. Okay, this is fucking slow. Let's try to sprint through as much of this as we can. I'm not even worried about getting Spark. That's what, like, Spark is really good, right? And okay, we got it. Boom. We do have to worry about the stupid crabs. Now, Spark can be really good too, right? You just need the Pierce Tech to be online for it. And I love how he's stunned, but not really stunned, right? Okay, there we go. Let's grab all this to sell. Unfortunately, we have a clear 3,200, whatever, right? Right, right? And then, of course, our thing is going to be different, right? All right, so what we're going to be doing real quick, we're going to come up here, then we're going to come here, right? And then I'm just going to come here, right? I'm just going to build this off of damage. Come get this. Like, come over here, get this, right? Now we're spell critting, right? Get the jewel socket here. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, right? And then we just come over here, right? Or we come down here and then we just try to be in line. If you need more spell damage to feel better about yourself, just come get this, and then just come up here, get this, and then this might be tech for later in game, right? But it is tech in place or passive skills in place that are just going to be super fucking good, right? We're going to want extra cold somehow. We're going to want extra lightning somehow, and we're going to want extra fire somehow, right? Well, we might not need lightning, right? And we may just need extra fire. Well, we're going to do Wolfpack Infernal Legion and see and test out. And that could be how we're going to ignite onto stuff, right? And then stuff like bosses. And then we're going to be continually getting, trying to get Amamanu's Tithe, right? So we're going to be coming up here. And at that point, right, there's stuff that you could go here, right? And then we just do something like this to come up here, get this, come get this jewel socket, come over here, get this, right? Actually come this way, get this. One extra point to might as well bleed on there. I don't know how much power. And then come over here, get this. And then let's count this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So we can basically get away with doing that, right? But 10. Okay, let's count to this jewels. Let's count to here, right? Because here, physical, crit damage bonus, physical, and then that's 40 crit bonus here. Or and then down here, elemental damage, magnitude, extra damage, or physical damage as extra cold against shocked enemies, physical damage as extra lightning against chilled enemies. So we're chilling and igniting. That would be really good. Unfortunately, this tech right here is not increased damage. It's only increased elemental damage. But for our build, we're not going to be able to streamline that. Now, you know, maybe I should just go Spark and Elemental. But this is going to be, I don't know, plants are so good. Maybe I'll just do Spark. Should I just say Spark? Spark just seems like either way is going to be strong. Like, Like, you know what? I'll just go Spark to start because it's a Stormweaver. I'm changing my mind. You see, I'm changing my mind yet again because if I go Spark, and here's the thing: if I go Spark and we go Spark, Pierce, right? Can't get that. You could get 50% chance instilled there, and then that's third. That I wish that was 50 there too. All right. So for sure we're going to use Pierce as a support gem. Um. I wouldn't even be mad at maybe a Pierce, a Fork, accelerated projectile, right? So let me go ahead and redo all of this. Or I'll go ahead and go through this and get stuff set up, right? So here we go. This is just placeholder. So we were doing Entangle, right? 16 points, right? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 15, and then boom, right? That's where you're going to be. That's 16. But we also have 4 more, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. And now that's just your squish bait vines for this. And then, of course, you get around. Easiest way would be a rattling scepter, skeletons that just boom, and then you'll have some type of uptime on that 40%, right? All right, so you could possibly look like that at that point, right? So now we have 31, right? And boom, we're going to do that here, right? This is going to be our first ascendancy, right? 2 shocks at the same time, 25% less magnitude of shocks you inflict, right? So you're at that, right? That's 20, right? So it should be 35, 39. I'll go up to 40 points on this bracket. Any. So let's count this. This is 20. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right? We're at 5 points here, right? 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, right? And this is Act 2, right? You have 4 points left, right? I would just say doing something like this, take the jewel socket here, and then priority one is this guy right here, right? On the most part, right? Priority two should be getting to this. Priority three, this is all just extra crit stuff, magnitude of damage elements, inflicted with crit chance, crit bonus, right? All that's pretty damn good. So I'm just addicted to these nodes. Plus, you can give bleed chance in your kit with vines. So at this point, this is where you're at for this one. I don't like these nodes. Like, this is already like a lot of stat points that we're taking. Kind of like we're traversing a little too much. But it is what it is. That's 8. 12, right? 12 points extra. So 57, right? Let's do this again. Like, we're skipping this tech and this tech for now, right? And then $63, $66 is our magic number, right? Go ahead, throw that bleed on there, and then you can put that impel. It don't matter. What we got? 9 points left. Oh no, 60 would be 63. 57 is our magic number. Now, I do want to do something like this. And then another jewel capped. All right. So you have options, right? One, two, three, 4 points just to get 30 plus 25. That is about 55% energy shield, right? Or 1, 2, 3, 4, and that would give you 30, 58 plus a little extra there in cast speed, right? So, boom. All right, so go ahead and do that to give you a little advantage, right? And then you need, even if you want to, you can do something like this, right? We do have 3 points left right now. So let's go ahead, try to cap this off, see how our mana is. And then by end of Act 3, you should be about this, right? If you don't care about this stuff right here too much, right? Think about this, right? You definitely want to get this stuff, right? But let's count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now, was there anything in here that would make us good? Puppet Master stack? Nothing that is really making me happy, right? All right, so we're at that point, right? You're at a point here that's a little different from people like Rax and probably, but I mean, you're in a very good spot, right? 4, 8, 12, 16. 16 and 55 should be about 71 here, right? 71, let me go ahead and do this. $52 is our magic number here. Now I probably fucked something up along the lines here, but it's fine. Now there is a reason why I'm coming down here, and now this is really dealer's choice, right? So for 1, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, right? Spell area effect, spell area damage is kind of nice though. Spell area effect. Oh, these nodes are fucking sweet. Why did I never notice those before? But anyways. Okay. So here, and then we really can come. Then we also want 1, 2, 3. I guess it doesn't matter, right? Too much. All right, so there we go. So we're at that. And let's say we decided to come up this route. Oof. So we're a little over, right? $55, 65, 71. Yeah. So I'm gonna leave this like this. It's an intentional fuck up, probably. Well, it's not intentional, right? But it is a fuck up of some sort. Um, but it's fine. Why is it fine? It's fine because it gives you the option. Pick this crit or, pick this magnitude, right? Boom. And quite frankly, so 4, 8, 12, it should be 16. And it should be 8 passives in the. And I'm just judging it on power of act, right? So 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, 24 plus 65 is 89. Is 34 is our magic number, right? So, and obviously by this point, I expect you to have something like this, to where all damage from hits contribute to shock. You're actually going to want it way faster than this level, but by this level, that's what you should have. All right. So we did that. We did this. We did this. Now, one thing, right? Let me go ahead and reset this. Say we skip this and we just come up, get this, right? What were we at? Oh, 17 points. 3 points. Imagine that. And say you're level 17 doing Geonor. You can do something like this and you're already getting your crit game good, right? And then for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 levels, right? Mine is whatever, right? By the time you do Jamanra, you should be able to get this, right? So, maybe I reset mine to thinking about something like this, right? And then later on in life, 1, 2. And we could do something like this. To do this. To do that. This. What's my magic number? 34. Okay, we still got plenty. All right. So let's say we did all that, right? And then did it like this, 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 this. Now we're doing this tech right there. We're down to 56. I'm going to skip this for now, right? But, boom, we come over here, get this shock magnitude, right? Which will definitely help with a lot. And then we can get it to about like that, right? Which actually ain't half bad, right? Knock enemies back on hit. Oof. And then, okay. Now let's go for our so 105. So we should have about 18 left, right? Man, this is getting repetitive, y'all. I'm sorry. We take these nodes. Let's say we just do it this way instead now, since we know we're taking these, right? Like, I'm going to hold off here on some of these points. Right? Now that impel attack and other attack could be super good. So far so good, right? Because we're getting here you're getting 24, 36, basically 60% increased damage, increased chance to inflict elements against rares or uniques. Super good, super strong. Now we just do this. Oh wait, we don't need that, right? And so let me go ahead, wipe all that info out. Say we do this, right? This, this, this. And then okay. Do those. We're gonna want this. We want this. We want this. We want this. Okay, so we're at that, right? And then we have, I don't know, 20-ish points left. And then we have that, and then we do this route. We can get CI now, right? We get that. Spell damage projectile speed. and then we're just path right there, right? So look at this. That's 30 plus 20. That's 50 plus another 50. We're now at 100 shock magnitude, right? So really 80% chance to shock, right? And I forget how the calculation is done, but at this point, right, 80% less, or 80%, my bad, but 80% now is, and what, 2 times 8, that's 16, 36 times 2, that's 72% increase or multiplicative increase of damage against shocked enemies. And all damage shock contributes to shock. And we have some extra cold. We have armor breaking. That's going to make us do even more damage. And then, by the way, we're about to unload on... I kind of want to try these nodes out on League Start. All right, well now let's go to our next one. Finally, our big bad, don't need to do the math, right? Say, hey, we want 4 ascendancies, right? Now you could go chill and contributes to chill, right? So we're instantly chilling, we could do that. And you could do Arcane Surge Tech to give you 20% from mana and then, right? But let's just say we do this, right? Because we're going to get our free crits, and then you're also going to basically trigger Elemental Storm on critical hit with spells. And I don't know how good that is, and then +2 limit for elemental skills. All right. So we do this to do this, right? To do this, to do this. Right, and then I am going to take these 3 now that we're pretty much going to be this. Why did we do this? We want... Oh, that's increased effect of fully broken armor. Right, we may take that instead, right? And that might be more of a multiplier. Okay, so that's where we're at there, right? And then we do this, we do this. 10, 20, 45 skill duration. Or we do that, right? That's so good. Well, Oh no, that's 3, 4, 5, right? But if we do that and then that, right? All right. Don't worry about that. We're not worried about this. So that's where we're at with that, right? And we still got 10 points to fuck around and find out. And then we did squeeze that in, right? To where we're getting this area damage, knockback, right? So that's 10, 20, 40% increase. And then area of effect, area of effect, area of effect. Was that 6, 12, 18, 33 AOE, increased AOE. And then you have that 40% increase of damage plus knockback tech. Unfortunately, we couldn't get here to do this. We have our physical nodes here. We have this, we have this, we have CI. We're just going to be very, very light in the ES department. But I mean, we have this, right? That's 30, 58 plus another 65 and 58. That's like 123. And this is more of a heavier damage intensive. So 123 energy shield. Which is a little bit rough. Oh. But we also have this cast speed, and we're more of a, hopefully it'll be okay, right? And get out here before I fuck it up. But all in all, not bad. You should be able to slay a lot of maps. As far as pinnacle bosses, I don't know. You may want to go a little more defensive. But you have that overall DPS that is super strong. All in all, super good, super sweet. Let's go gyms. Let's figure out where we're at, right? So Act 1 early, right? All right. So here we go. Movement speed, intelligence, melee skills. Intelligence. Oh wow, this is like the worst roll ever. that I've done on a caster. Oh my goodness. All right, do I have perfect? All right. So Spark, you're obviously going to do Pierce, right? But we're going to come down here, right? Entangle, right? And then you have choices, right? So one thing I would consider doing is consecrated effect, right? Or consecrated area, and then unfortunately it's not. And then Zenith. I'm going to just say Zenith. Boom. Now we are going to add a Spirit Gem, Mana Remnants, right? You can support gem it out if you want. I'm leaving mine blank here. So basically, Consecrated Effect Zenith with Mana Remnants, right? As you can see here. Right here. Boom. Now Act 2, right? Accelerated growth. And then I may just do considered casting. And this is with getting these upgrades, right? Is that my best bet there? Considered cast. And we still have Mana Remnants here, and then I'm not sure you'll have this yet, but you can try, right? I just put on the Storm Shock, right? And then Act 3, right? Let's do Entangled. Accelerated growth. I don't know if you can have that enacted yet or not. Consider casting. And then I'm going to put rapid. Now, if you have access to rapid casting too, do it. But obviously, I'll leave it at that, right? because you do have that guaranteed gem. Healer's Orb. Alright. Mana Remnants, apply. And then what else was there? Thrashing Vines. And then on Thrashing Vines, I'm going to do consider casting concentrated area on those, right, for now. Alright, so that's that for that. This is getting a little. Alright. That's in Act 3, right? To where you should be starting to get the higher gems, right? Now, here, let's go and Tangle. Let's see, branching is tier 3, support 3, right? So let's say branching. Third casting. Super crit. Right. Well, let's not do that just yet. Boom. I want to keep these 3 or less, right? Because we already have concentrated area. And then I'll put it at that, right? Thunderstorm. Shock. Instead, let's go Wolves. And I'm going to go back to Act 3 and replace Mana Remnants with Wolfpack. At this point, you want loyalty. You may not be able to get loyalty, but that's what you want to kind of do, right? You kind of just want to do the Wolfpack loyalty. And then shield, apply. Wolfpack. So here's Act 4, right? Not bad, right? You have Wolfpack, you know, you're using loyalty and meat shield so that they have sustain. Is there a way to copy this, clone this over? I don't know. But anyways, whatever. This is just getting... Alright, so I'm gonna assume I'm just gonna go with what now on these are going to be more of the meta, right? Like what you want for the meta, right? Accelerate growth, branching fissures, right? And then super critical. Right? Changing that up some. And then trash. And then just throw that there, and then thunderstorm again, just worried about shock. And then one thing you could do overcharge, but I'm not going to do that because it reflects that shock back to you. And then wolf pack. Boom. Okay, so that's kind of where we're at there. Right? And then might as well just add in like elemental army, just give them a little more tankiness. Okay, that's where we're at there. Now in game, you probably gonna be around a 16 here, maybe 17, right? Accelerate growth, branching, super critical. And let me go back here to Theorycraft. You could do heft. Oh yeah, we can add expand for physical mastery heft. Are good ways of gaining it higher damage. Oh yeah, I'm going to go back to like the Act 2 and on ones. Let's see. Whew. I'm just gonna go, like, to me, that's the easiest. Boom. Like, accelerated growth, branching, super crit, heft, physical mastery. You can't really go too wrong with that. As we are going to be breaking the armor, right? Actually, I'll leave it off because we're pretty much going to automatically do it in our kit, right? And then we just so considered casting there, boom. Thunderstorm, shock. Expand, boom. Wolfpack, and then it's going to be more of the same, right? Loyalty, meat, shield. Right. And I have 5 gems here just to, like, this is what you want to be focused on. You don't care about 3, 4, 5 slots necessarily on these. Thunderstorm, you could do, like, try to figure out how to get more stuff, more shock there. But it is what it is, right? So again, Tangle. Branching fissures. Now, some people like prolonged duration on vines, but I'm going for more for like, hey, just consistently casting it. Then consider casting. Let's go physical mastery. Okay, boom. And the nice thing is, on the most part, right, the only thing that changes is branching fissure into considered casting, right? Be nice if I could type. Now, wolf pack. There we go. Amamanda's tithe. for 20 seconds when a minion dies from supporter's guild dies. Right, and say you have whatever 6 wolves, right? I forget what the number is, but say you have one dying every X amount of times, right? Now I just have to find I have to dig it out, right? Basically, in case you don't want to do CI, right? I always find this on LeagueStar. Like, I don't know why I always find it, but it's always my first lineage gem that I do find, right? What does empowered sparks do, right? That's a little rough. Oh boy, where are you hiding? Infusion, innervate. That's kind of a cool one, but I have to like they need less drawbacks. There's loyalty. Ooh, we could do minion pack. That's another tech too, right? You just Am I missing it? Something should be here. Rockiatas is going to be too expensive, and there we go. That's what the one. And then let's say Infernal Legion 2, and then Elemental Army, just to kind of slow down the Infernal Legion, right? Boom. And there we go, right? Now we will take this. You could get that other one, right? You could go for more for the... Now I have to find it again. Oh, I like that. All right, now where is this guy? There we go. All right, let's just say, yeah, let's desire it goes there. All right. All right. All right, let's just variance on setups. Gear, I'm not even going to do anything, all right? I'm just going to put... I'm not even going to do shit. I'm sorry, y'all, but y'all should know what gear you need to get. Plus spell damage, like you want like +6 or +7 to spells, physical spells. And then you want... Yeah, I'll at least put a staff in here, right? Chiming staff. So, let's do that one. Now let's. Right. Let's see what, okay. I mean, you prefer a level to all spells, but you can also do physical, right? Um, increase the spell damage. Damage as extra. Since we don't have to worry about shock, fire damage, and then let's get this right. Now, I don't think you're going to quite get all tier 1s on this, right? Maybe if you're super, super lucky, right? So basically, and then these others are just going to be bonus, right? Imagine that you got 50 and 50, right? That would be an extra 100% more damage, right? That pretty much would be multiplicative. So basically what it is, your final damage, number of damage as extra cold, you're getting, let's say you get 60%. Well, that 60%, say you're doing 50K, well, and you're doing 50%. Well, it's actually going to be 75K once you get this damage on there, right? And then say you have another 50% of fire. Well, now you have another 25K as fire, so now you're up to 100K. So, super good, super great. Your staff is what's going to, like, I want you guys to kind of really look at this. Another variant of a staff you could go for is spell damage over cap spell physical, and then hope for a crit modifier and an extra damage modifier, right? And that is going to be one banger of a fucking staff. So anyways, if you want to do Stormweaver plants, here you go. Right? So I'm going to continue this route for a little bit, right? Just to see how it feels. I'm going to do the Ice Witch real quick, and then, you know, Burrower, and then, see, not bad. Maybe I'll just do Ice Witch and show y'all. Ooh. Note to self, always take that off. Oh, unique stocking meds on Elite Start may have me just respec. Now, the problem is this is a low damage for us, and we're not like we're in the worst roll fucking ever, right? And here you really don't have much. Now we go back to primal. Oh boy. Don't do that on Leak Start, y'all. Alright. So you do kind of want to have a volcano on the side. See how a volcano kind of fucks her up? And you can do a consecrated effect. So there we go. All in all, you're going to want to have volcano popping off. Alright. So I'm leaving it at that. I know Vines gets better with time invested. So I'm leaving that at like that. Catch my next video where I actually get back on to my Spark Stormweaver League Starter. But until next time, y'all, be well, do well, and most importantly, treat others well now. Let me know in the comments what you like, what you don't like, what you think. But anyways, till next time, y'all, take it easy. Hopefully we all have a smooth league start, and hopefully we don't have some cringe ass can't connect to here, can't connect to there. But I think I'm feeling like Vines is good, really good. It's just you need a lot to get them online. Whereas, I guess it's true of everything, right? But I think that Sparks, you do have these weird ass infusions that, as you get them, you're frost bombing. You're automatically just wrecking. But anyways, till next time, y'all, take it easy, be well. Hopefully, if you're doing plants, you could go Rax's Oracle, you could go Dead Rabbit's Abyssal Lich. But if you want more of a, oh hey, all my damage shocks, Stormweaver, it's the way to go. You can do that, Elemental Hit, right? Where you won't have the biggest, but it's just an extra cast on crit stuff down the line if you wanted to go that route. But all in all, here y'all go. Enjoy, like, follow, subscribe, leave a comment, and all that good stuff, y'all. Till next time, be well, do well, and most importantly, treat others well now.